Welcome to Barrett.
Koopa Hooka?
Yeah, TJ, we've been bearing it this whole fucking video.
Real clever. Welcome to Barrett.
Would you say this playthrough has been polarizing?
Get out, Chris.
I Donnied. Oh god. Good. Another one.
We're gonna need all the help we can get. I would say though, especially in terms of these kind of animal sections, massive improvement over the boars in Crash 1.
So much better.
It's because the ones in Crash 1, like it was more a case of trial and error.
Yeah.
Like you had to memorize specific patterns rather than just giving you allowing the level design where if you're good enough you could get through. Yeah. Crash 1, I think
Crash 1 is like anytime you see something enter the screen and it moves, you need to move to the opposite direction. Like that is pretty much the rule for Crash 1.
Yeah, and a lot of the time with Crash 1 it's just like sometimes I'm thinking of maybe the last of the boss section, just like unless you know exactly what to do, you most likely won't be able to do it.
Yeah, pretty much. That is a little bullshit.
Okay, TJ, that was not your fault, my good sir. That was the game. Sometimes
if it happens again, fuck you. But
yeah, sometimes the hitboxes for the TNT cake crates were not the that was you fucking up. Were not the best.
I love that animation though. That's great.
The bear goes in first. He should freeze. And Crash should survive.
Bear.
He's used to it.
He won't freeze.
You freeze. In my dungeon of doom.
After the bag, I'm playing Crash.
Fuck games. God, this is so tense. I don't even know what to say. I'm just scared. Oh, you made
You
it.
didn't fuck up for once.
Whoa! Whoa!
I don't remember Sonic Unleashed looking this bad.
Oh, now I do. Can't believe I missed 3 boxes. Welcome to Barrett.
Welcome to Barrett.
So I aside from that one guy whose name I've already forgotten.
TJ.
Not you, your mom.
Spyro.
Has anyone else from Naughty Dog commented?
Oh, I'm sure, but the thing is, back then there was like 11, not many people at Naughty Dog. So
Yeah. Well, just studios in general,
we're very small back then. Yeah,
especially you could get away with, because I think what Naughty Dog they've always been a second party Sony.
They have been first party since between 3 and Crash Team Racing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what happened there was they started making a racing game, and they're like, Sony, this would be really good as a Crash game, but we don't want to work with Universal anymore, so figure it out. And then they just started... Yeah, because they didn't want to deal with Universal anymore, according to... I don't know. Jason has said as much as I've said, but he never said why.
Jason!
Yeah. It's interesting stuff to me, though. Yeah, please don't.
So,
Yeah, so from Crash Team Racing onward, I think. Or at least Jack 1. What the fuck, DJ? Yeah. Since then, first party Sony.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess
Their best studio, pretty much.
Yeah. So Crash Team Racing was the last time they officially worked on a Crash Bandicoot game, wasn't it?
Yep.
So after that, I guess that they never owned the rights.
Yeah, Naughty Dog never owned the rights. People always correct me, so now I've got it right this time. It was always Universal Interactive that had the rights, and they were licensing it to Naughty Dog and or Sony.
But so
they owned the source code.
So, but the Naughty Dog developers actually created him. So
yes.
he's created.
I think it was a contract where they created that character, internally.
For Universal.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, it's
something to that effect.
It sucks for them, but yeah.
Yeah. That's one reason, especially why Insomniac is so gung ho about owning stuff like Sunset Overdrive. Yeah.
So I guess because they got screwed over of Spyro, I guess in the same way.
Yeah. And while I don't think obviously they have no malice with Ratchet, like the new one's fantastic, but that is the thing where it's like they don't own that character.
Well, Ratchet.
Yeah, that is a Sony property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
So.
PlayStation.
So really? So if Sony wanted to, they could have
Naughty Dog.
Sonic Team make someone like a Ratchet game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why, you've had, like, high-impact studios making Ratchet games and stuff, because they licensed it out to them.
Are those normally overseen by anyone in Insomniac, or...?
I think, there's usually, like, the CEO, I think, probably checks it. Whoever at Insomniac kind of deals with that kind of stuff. Like, I don't think they do anything, like, without Insomniac. It's, like, a good faith kind of thing.
So it's kind of like, maybe this is a bad example, but, like, Big Red Button with Sonic Boom, they had Izuka look over stuff.
Like, there was some, what's the word?
There's some, like, stamp of approval from Insomniac for... Okay, that works.
I would imagine, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I just like to think Sony would be that kind.
Well, I would imagine, because Ratchet's a good seller for them, they probably don't want to annoy the people who do the best stuff,
Especially now. I think New Ratchet had the best opening for any Ratchet Clank game ever.
Yeah, I think New Ratchet has sold... It's the best selling. Like, not just opening, just in general, it's sold better than all the others.
I think so. Well deserved.
Yeah, I'm playing it now, it's a good game. I don't think we'll get a sequel, though. Or movie sequel, I should say.
Yeah, we'll definitely get a game sequel.
See, that's the thing. I'm not sure. I think this may have been in a lost audio thing we did. But do you guys think?
Rip.
Do you guys think if there's a sequel, it'll be a sequel to the reboots, or do you think they'll just go back to the original
Reboot. They can't. You mean go back to the original, like the PS2 trilogy?
Yeah,
And like remake the two?
No. I mean, like, do you think they will make a new game that will be in the same timeline as the reboot, or they'll just treat this as a one-off and go back to the original?
I think they'll make a reboot game.
Yeah, because if they go back to the old storyline, anyone who jumped on with PS4 is now lost. Yeah,
but do you think they'll do?
There's a lot of war.
Do you think they'll do a remake of Ratchet 2, or I think they'll just go for original game?
Original game.
Okay. Original game set in a reboot world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love 2, but that game is not worth remaking for plot. And at that point, you may as well just make an original story.
Yeah, this...
TJ, I'm a little worried.
Yeah, this...
This is one of the levels that halted me as a kid. It was scary to me.
Yeah, I would say in terms of aesthetics, this probably is one of the best in the game. It's a hashtag Twixmix. Yeah, it's
what are those little scrub brusher things called?
Scrubs.
Scrubbing bubbles.
Scrubbing bubbles. Those are like little evil scrubbing bubbles, and that freaked me out as a kid. I don't know why. I'm so stupid.
I don't know. After watching Sword in the Stone, those things are pretty scary anyway.
Sword in the Stone, the Disney one?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that.
When Merlin makes all the clean stuff, like clean the basement, and then like the Arthur's like adopted father and like the guy who's gonna be the squire, like getting attacked by the brooms and shit. That's some scary shit, son. Oh god. Arthur's out getting, having sex with a squirrel, and then fucking...
Of course, the usual.
Scrubbers are fucking up the shit. It's not fun.
If we can talk about that movie just as a tangent for a little bit.
Go for it.
I started watching that a few years back, and I was like really getting into it because I never really paid attention as a kid. I was like, wow, this is actually, this is pretty all right for a Disney movie I never cared about. And then the end is so fucking shoehorned. It's like Merlin coming back from Disney World or something in like goofy clothes. And this is like, oh, I just went to the greatest place. And then the movie ends.
No, you're thinking of Aladdin. He comes back from the Bermuda
No.
Triangle. He doesn't come back. He's not wearing Disney. He's wearing like modern clothing. He's not wearing Disneyland clothing.
I'm pretty sure he was in goofy clothes.
In a goofy? I don't remember that. I remember
I think maybe he didn't say.
Yeah,
Disney
Gareth,
World.
you don't remember a lot of things.
In Aladdin,
Come on, money.
the genie comes back in a goofy hat. That
definitely
in Sword in the
happens.
Stone, I'm pretty sure he's just wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
That might
Boom
be it.
Shadow.
He's Boom
He's
Shadow.
the original Boom Shadow.
Boom Shadow.
Boom Shadow.
Boom Shadow. We should get Mike Pollock in for part 6 of Crash Bandicoot 2.
He's basically
Just to sing Boom Shadow.
he's basically an FTCR member.
There's another power he gained. The ability to monkey bars.
Ah, shit, you're right. He is in Hawaii clothes
Told ya.
with weed shorts.
So just blaze it.
But, yeah, like my point still, like
Sup, fam?
that movie was taking its universe sort of seriously, and I was getting into it. Then that happened, and I was like, all right.
It was almost like they were like, shit, we have only budgeted 2 minutes of animation there. How do we end this movie? Fucking Moon is like, you fucked up. Be good now. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of put me off.
I love the stuff like he's a fish and shit.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of really good sequences in that.
I enjoy the rest of
In
the
that
movie,
movie, yeah.
quite a bit.
I love the battle between Merlin and the Evil Witch, where he's like, he basically turns into like anthrax and poisons. Like, it's really fucked up for a Disney movie.
You know one of my favorite movies as when I was a kid? Rock-a-Doodle-Doo.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. What's the one Don Bluth movie I can name? Rock-a-Doodle-Doo.
Chris is just going, fuck.
Now I gotta think about that movie.
Chanticleer!
The Thumbelina.
By the way, please save the game, TJ. We haven't saved yet. I'm a little
Sup,
scared.
fam?
Sup, fam? Quick to discover now! I had Rock-a-Doodle-Doo as a kid. I think I got scared in the first 10 minutes and had to stop watching. A common theme, apparently, as I'm warning from these
Isn't that the one
playthroughs.
where like human kids turned into like a chicken or something?
No, he turned into a cat.
Oh, okay.
Billy Hatcher. Gotcha.
Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Neg.
I just remember the sexy chicken. That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
Sounds about right. Crash B, baby. Uh-oh. FTCR. The big cat... Bugs Life? But? Okay.
You're fired.
Should have been C... Should have been C-Babs.
See.
A little callback.
I'm ready, fam. He goes up.
I'm ready,
yes.
fam. The Crash Bandicoot quote of 2016. At the end of the trailer, he's like, I'm ready, fam.
Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe.
But I think was this the only game these two mooks were in?
No, they were also in Crash Team Racing.
Okay, when I say okay, the new thing for the rest
You mean
of
platform?
Yeah, I just mean main
No.
game.
They're in
Crash
Crash
Team
Bash.
Racing is a
It's a vehicular platformer.
Vehicular. It's no DKR.
It's no Uncharted.
It's not the Fast of Us.
Which would you prefer, Fast of Us or Uncharted?
Uncharted. There's so many, but there's so much more fun characters than Uncharted. Last of Us would be so dark and depressing.
Also, they have to have 2 more games for it before they get to a kart racing.
Fair point, yeah. Uncharted 4 has a lot of vehicle stuff. It's kind of Uncharted. God, what happened to us?
I think, you know what, it's... I don't think the bosses in 2 are that... in terms of characters, are that, like, these are terrible characters.
The design. What?
Uh-oh.
You don't like the
Uh-oh.
design?
They're no pinstripe.
Oh, come on. I love Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe.
Komodo Motomo.
Oh,
It is I, Komodo Motomo. I'm here to stop Crash Bandicoot. It's the worst Mojo Jojo.
I thought you were doing a racist Japanese voice there, Chris. Like,
Yeah,
what the
I thought
fuck
he was
that?
too.
That's kind of Mojo's shtick, though. TBH. Hey, oh, you got him.
See, so far the bosses in 2 are pretty weak.
Ah!
Well,
The bosses in 2 are pretty weak so far.
I like him.
you know, for as much as TJ died, we are 4 minutes shorter than the last part so far.
Boop, 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 boop.
But I had more cutscenes and that extra level in the beginning.
True.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo
Look at my teeth!
I was so hoping he'd be like, great Scott, Crash.
1.21 gigawatts!
What the hell's a gigawatt?
You dirty skank.
My body, my choice, Crash.
Oh god, we should do a com of just those fucking cutscenes, but
Just get drunk.
I know, thank you for joining us for World 2 of Crash Bandicoot 2. Please join
Thank
us,
you for lasting to the end.
I know, please join us next time where Mikono's fan takes back the wheel to
Thank Christ.
play World 3 of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. We'll see you next time on FTCR!
You know, Ellie, we really are the last of us.